Thank you so much that today you are with us. I'm glad that we are all together and that this format, the joint work of Ukraine and countries of Southeastern Europe, is active and meaningful. Today, the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, is also with us. Thank you very much, Ursula. And this is very symbolic here in Ukraine on a statehood day. Together with the President of the European Commission, we have representatives of one of the most important parts of Europe, the part whose stability is so important for the security and development of the whole of Europe. Each of us is building relations with the European Union in its own way. It's not easy for every nation, but it's clear worth the effort. And it's especially difficult for Ukraine today because of Russia's blatant contempt for our choice and for our independence. By working together, supporting one another and building common security, defense, economic, political and cultural ties, we make it possible for each of our nations and for every nation in Europe and to preserve our identity and freely shape our own future. You can all see what Ukraine and our people have already achieved at the NATO summit, by the way, in Turkey, in Ankara. It was clearly recognized that Ukraine is a contributor to our shared security, the security of the Euro-Atlantic community, which we all belong in. Many nations are interested in security cooperation with Ukraine, and we are ready as equal partners and in a way that benefits both sides to help our partners strengthen their security at sea, in the air and on land. And I'm grateful to you for your readiness to continue supporting our fight for independence. I deeply value our joint work bilaterally through formats such as the Coalition of the Willing and through other multilateral formats, and there are several key tasks in front of us. First of all, we must bring European capabilities together as much as possible. Europe must be able to defend itself, and this is also a strategic goal, I think, of us, of Europe, of the United States, which they speak about quite openly. Our drone deals format can be very useful in achieving this goal. Second, we must achieve more in the practical protection of our way of life in every area. Let us coordinate more and do more bilaterally, including to counter Russia's attempts to destabilize our countries by the multitude of means. Third, we can all see the political consequences that the cost of living crisis can have if we do not act effectively enough. Security, stability, and stronger ties with a wider range of partners are the way to protect people in every sense. And fourth, please let us act together, speak with one voice and coordinate all diplomatic steps and that Europe can take to bring this war to an end. This is crucial, this is difficult. I hope that we will a little bit later speak about this with more details. And fifth, no less important than the other points, I ask all of you to support every form of sanctions against Russia for this war. Russia must not be given relief or time to adapt to the pressure imposed because of its war. And Russia must remember that this is its war and that it must end its war. The 21st sanctions package is now on the table. Please support this package. Do not allow Russia to bypass sanctions. We must focus especially on hitting Putin's sources of money and Russia's energy exports. Money is what drives Putin's ambitions, and peace will come closer when pressure cuts Russian revenues off as much as possible. This matters, and I thank everyone who supports this kind of pressure and everyone who is doing everything possible to help us protect lives here and now from Russian strikes. Thank you very much, partners, for the visit, and thank you to everybody who is with us always and who is first time in Kyiv. You're very welcome, and so thank you very much.